Hey, good afternoon, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 731. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham, North Carolina's online community paper. I invite you to read that at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I'll be telling you, I've got my little iPad here. I'll be telling you about what's happening today and tomorrow morning here in Durham, and then I will invite you to come on camera and hang out, shoot the breeze, share information, etc. So let's start with the school tools page. You go to durhamskywriter.com, scroll down or click on school tools. Durham Public Schools are helping to feed kids who are in need. So young people ages 18 and under can get free meals from these particular schools, and then adults can get free non-perishable food supplies. So you have until 12:30 to get to Bethesda, Eno Valley, Githens, RN Harris, Hillside High, Parkwood, or Sandy Ridge. And then you have until 1:30 to get to Burton, Lakeview, Shepherd, Southern High, or Southwest. Let's see. Okay, I just switched to a new mic. I'm hoping that it's working. If it's not working, let me know in the comments, because I just hooked up a new mic and forgot to check the settings. So let me know if this isn't working. Okay. So I told you about Burton, Lakeview, Shepherd, Southern High, Southwest. Okay, now today being Friday, that means that extra schools have jumped in to help, and that means you have until 12:30 to get to Brogdon, Eastway, Glen, Holt, Y.E. Smith, or C.C. Spalding. And then you have until 1:30 to get to Club Boulevard, Hillendale, Holton, Kip, Maureen Joy, or Lakewood. All righty. Now, I've been telling you about this wonderful partnership of Chicken Hut, which is on Fayetteville Street, and Healthy Start Academy. Chicken Hut has been allowing people from Healthy Start Academy to give away free boxed lunches to kids in need. Today's the last day. Hats off to both Chicken Hut and Healthy Start Academy. I'd like to know how many meals were given away, because every time I went to Chicken Hut, I saw people there picking up meals, and it was a wonderful, wonderful partnership. So I'm going to reach out to, someone in Chicken Hut or Healthy Start. Let me know. I'd like to thank you and let people know how many meals you gave away. I want to put that in the Skywriter in the next edition. So anyway, today is the last day. So you can still go by there one last time to get a free meal for your kid. Usually it's while supplies last. So it's now until like 1:30 or 2-ish. All righty, let's see what else is on the school page. That is it. Now let's go to the word page. That's the governmental and the nonprofit information page. So let's go to word real quick. Now with the weekend starting tomorrow, you might have a little extra time to do paperwork to get things together that you maybe couldn't do during the week. So I'd like to tell you about the city's, there it is, Water Hardship Fund. So they're able to help people that have a past due water bill. They can give you help up to $240 worth. So that might help you, hopefully, help you catch up with your water bill. So you have to do a bit of paperwork, get that together. So go to the word page and find out what you have to do. You do apply online. So do that and get the help that you need. Also, I'm just going to mention real quick, since we're talking about paperwork, the Durham County Department of Social Services, that's DSS, they're able to help you too. For those of us whose jobs were affected adversely by coronavirus, COVID-19, they have an emergency fund for people who can't make their rent payment or their mortgage payment. So there's paperwork, again, that you have to get together. It's all, I have a bulleted list right there on the word page. So get that together this weekend, and then you make that phone call on Monday or Tuesday at your earliest convenience and get the ball rolling and see if you can get help with your mortgage payment or your rent payment. All righty, let's see. Told you about that. Oh, yeah, okay. So the face masks. Today is the last day. Durham County, they were giving away free face masks, reusable face masks for nonprofits that operate within Durham County. So they probably had enough, like for your staff and for your staff, your volunteers, maybe even some of the people you serve. But today is the last day because this was for the month of July. And as you know, tomorrow's August 1st already. So if it's not too late, I mean, just rush real quick. Just go online, go to the word page and see if you can very quickly get your application in. I hope it's not too late. But again, it was for the month of July, and that's Durham County. That information can be found not only on the word page, but also on the To Your Health page as well. All righty. Also, speaking of the county, the library is not open yet, but you can get new books, CDs, DVDs. If you're tired of the same old thing, you and your kids might be tired of watching the same movies, unless you have like Disney Plus or something. But here's the thing. You can go online. If you're a card holder, you can go online. You can choose books, CDs, DVDs, put them on hold, and then pick them up later, which is fantastic. So you can pick them up. Different branches have different hours. I think most of them have the same hours, except for Bragtown. I think Bragtown's only open Tuesday through Friday, 2 to 6. I think the rest are open on Saturdays. Let me see. Yeah, 10 to 2. Tuesday through Friday, 2 to 6. Saturdays, 10 to 2. But anyway, if you don't have a library card, you can get a temporary online card. So there you go. All righty. I think that's it for Word. Oh, one more thing. New Visions of Africa restaurant, as always, on the weekdays, they give away free dinners for people in need from 3 until 6. All right. Now let's go to the Zoom page. That's the page for kids. I wanted to tell you about the Kids Voting Art Challenge. And we have a guest from, okay, so I won't go into super detail because someone from Kids Voting Durham is right here already. Can't wait. So hold on, let me finish with these announcements real quick, Lyndon, and then we'll bring on Lyndon. This is so exciting. So just to give you just a little preview, there is the Kids Voting Art Challenge. And this is where young people can tell us, convince us why it's so important to vote. Some of us need a little convincing, and there's going to be a challenge. I think Lyndon will be able to tell us. I think the date was moved up, the deadline. So we'll find out. We'll bring them on real quick. But let me just finish. One more thing I wanted to mention about kids. Check the cover story. I described the games that we used to play on the south side of Chicago back in the 60s. Super fun games like Red Light, Red Rover, Mother May I, those fun games. So, school starts real soon. So get your last days of reckless fun. Just go out and have fun with your friends. Parental advisory. You decide who your kids play with, I'm sure. So I don't want to make it sound like I'm being reckless by describing these games online. I do know, I see the kids out there, the kids and their siblings out there playing. So if it's safe, parents, allow them to play these games. I'll leave that up to you. Parental advisory. Okay, let's go to the health page very quickly. Let's see. I told you about the face masks, Durham County. This is the last day. I just wanted to mention that different places where you can get coronavirus tests that can be found on the To Your Health page. Also, people have been asking, where can you take kids? Because most of these places say you have to be 18 and up. Well, the folks at Lincoln Community Health Center say that you can contact them and they can test kids. They have a sliding scale. You don't have to have insurance. It's great if you do because that would pay for it. If you don't have insurance, they have a sliding scale, so they make it affordable for all. All right, now let's go to the sports page because there's something happening tomorrow. I'm just going to mention Durham Parks and Recreation. They do have the last week of summer camp, and that starts Monday. So it's not free, but you can read all about the different stipulations on the sports page. It's called Sport and Life. 2 age groups, 6 to 12 and 13 to 17. So again, it's not free, and there's a lottery. So read about that and find out how to get your kid into summer camp. It's a 1-week thing, and the last week is next week. Now, happening tomorrow, I'm mentioning this now in case your bike needs to be dusted off, but the Full Moon Fever bike ride is sponsored by Durham Parks and Recreation. That is tomorrow night, and it's super fun. You can choose which group to ride with. There's 2 groups. One group will ride 32 miles and head south, and then connect with the group that only wants to ride 16 miles. You have to have a helmet and light on your bike, but you can read all about that. It's free. You don't have to sign up. I'm just telling you a day in advance in case you want to get ready for it and also polish off your bike. Okay, now last but not least, we don't want to make Lyndon wait too long. Okay, so the Let's Go page is the calendar of events page. So let's see. I actually don't have anything for today. Isn't that amazing? But here's what's happening tomorrow morning. Durham Farmers Market, that's in Durham Central Park, 8 until noon. Okay. Durham Craft Market, also in Durham Central Park, 8 until noon. South Durham Farmers Market, that's 8 until noon in Greenwood Commons Shopping Center. That's south on Highway 55. The Roots Farmers Market, now this is different. They don't have a physical location this year. What they want you to do is to go online, make your order, and then you can pick up your order tomorrow morning at Mount Bethel Presbyterian Church. That's on Rose of Sharon Road. You can do that tomorrow from 10 until 11. So you might want to get your order in as soon as possible, because after all, you don't expect them to rush out tomorrow morning to go out in the, I'm sure they probably start early tomorrow morning, but you want to make sure that you're included in the order. Let's put it that way. All righty. I told you about Nehemiah Christian Center with their, maybe I didn't, but Nehemiah Christian Center, that's downtown on Mangum Street. They have the big giveaway, the big Give Back Grocery Giveaway. And that is tomorrow, 10 until noon. If you are in need, stop by. They have curb service. They can just toss, maybe not toss, but put it into your car, your car as you're driving by. They also have at-door service. And also during the week, they give away lunches as well. And that's usually, I think it's 12 until 1. And that's Tuesday through Thursday, by the way. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Give you the weather report real quick. It's 88 right now. It's partly sunny. It's going up to 91. We might get thunderstorms tonight. And then tomorrow, it'll be 93, and we might get thunderstorms tomorrow as well. Lyndon has been so patiently waiting. I so much appreciate it. So let's see what's going on with Lyndon James. Lyndon.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. Very nice to meet you. How are you?
I'm doing well this lovely Friday morning. How about you?
I'm doing great. Now, I heard that you are what is it, summer
I'm
intern?
a summer intern, yeah.
Okay, with Kids Voting Durham. So what do you do? Well, first tell us, what is Kids Voting Durham?
Kids Voting Durham is a nonpartisan organization dedicated to getting youth under 18 generally to understand that they can have a voice in the community, and that you don't have to be able to vote in order to be engaged and inspire other voters to,
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And so the summer interns, what do they do?
Right now, we are working on creating an election guide. We do that every year to provide kids with information on the candidates, issues, and stuff like that. And we are working very hard this summer to make it engaging. And the candidate guide has actually won numerous awards throughout the years, or got a lot of recognition for.
That's fabulous. I wonder, are there other kids voting groups around the country? Or
Yes, we are a part of Kids Voting USA.
Oh, okay. Because your guide is like, it's incredible. Every time you put out the guide, I'm like, wow, I can't believe young people put this out.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So I know so how far along are you all with this year's guide?
Well, actually, today is when a lot of our interns are leaving to prepare for school, but some of us are staying.
Okay.
We recently had a design workshop with IBM to talk about next steps and how we can incorporate what we've learned into school curriculum. So that was exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're working on the guide, finalizing some things, setting up a social media account for it. So that's
nice. Let me know if there's any way I can help.
Thank you.
Just let me know. And I'm curious, do you think most Yeah. Now, I know you're probably very politically astute, very interested, but do you think the average young person is interested in politics and voting these days?
I think either they are aware of it and they are, or they are and they may be unaware of it. We are all, we're all political. We all have our own views. We may not be aware that we are, but we all hold biases and we all try to support what we believe in some way. So
Okay.
I think, yes, we are aware.
That's good. When I was a kid, my dad told us that everything is political, from where we shop to where we live to who we do business with. He said everything is political. He tried to make us mindful of pretty much everything we did. Not everything, but but yeah,
Yes.
it's so important. So tell us about this art challenge.
Oh, yes. So Kids Voting Durham is having a voter art challenge open to youth across North Carolina, but mainly focused in Durham, where you can submit artwork, nonpartisan, original. It can be poetry. It can be a 1-minute video. It can be digital art. There are certain dimensions you can follow. You can find that on Kids Voting Durham's blog and Instagram. And the main purpose of it, is...
No, I was just going to say 1080 by 1080 square.
Yes, definitely.
But go ahead.
So yes, the main purpose of it is to inspire people who can vote right now to know why they can vote, why it matters, why is voting important to you?
Okay.
Why do you think people need to know about voting and why it's important?
I'm really glad you're doing that, because it's my opinion that recycling is only successful due to the young people, because they were telling us older people, the parents, etc., to recycle. We weren't learning it in school. We're old. So it didn't catch on until the young people started telling us old people, oh, you gotta separate your plastics and your glass and whatnot. And I think it might be that hopefully it's the same with voting, where those of us who for some reason are lackadaisical about voting, hopefully the kids can inspire us to realize, oh boy, this kid is so knowledgeable. I better vote just because he's telling me information I didn't know, or at least so I can represent the family, so to speak. Because again, when you're voting, in a way, you're voting for your family. Your kids can't vote, but hopefully you're voting with their interests in mind.
Definitely.
Okay. So what about this deadline? It was originally this coming Monday?
It was originally this coming Monday. However, we were a little late in getting the Spanish version out. It will be released very soon, probably this weekend. So the deadline has been extended to August 10th.
Good. So how do they submit? How do the young people, because let's see, so if the deadline's been moved, our school still wouldn't have started yet. So is it all up to the young people to send it in via your website, or?
You can submit your artwork to Kids Voting Durham's email, which I can put in the chat as well. And submit it to their email. If you're on Instagram and you don't know their email, I'm sure you can send your artwork via a direct message. All the artwork is going to be put on Kids Voting Durham's social media. So that's very exciting. And actually, I forgot to mention this, but you can be selected to win if you win a Kids Voting Durham amazing t-shirt, and your artwork can be featured in the Get Out the Vote kind of engagement and interesting for the November election. So that's fun. Nice.
Now I wanted, if you don't mind, I actually want to make sure that I was wearing one of my t-shirts, because one thing that I would like for us to do is to support you. And here's what I'm talking about. I have a Durham Skywriter t-shirt. And here's the thing. I'm hoping that maybe some of the coolest designs can be put on t-shirts, because nowadays, and then we could buy the t-shirts,
Wow.
But here's the thing. I use Printful, and with Printful, it's print on demand. You don't have to print up thousands of t-shirts anymore and make sure you have 9 yellow t-shirts in size medium, and you don't have to worry about the sizes and the colors and all that stuff. They make the order online as if they're ordering from Amazon, Printful does all the work. You send them design and sit back. But here's the catch. So suppose I sell this for, I don't have mine on my website yet. I'm just now getting it all together. But if I sell these, for example, for $20, then Printful gets like 10 or 11, I forget, but they make a substantial amount of money. But that's how they get paid. I haven't done anything but send them the, they take care of the returns. They send it out. You don't have to pay anything. So they're sort of like splitting. They're making a little bit more money than you on each T-shirt. But hey, if you sell it for enough, like $20, I think if I sold this for 20, I think I would get about $7. But again, they're selling my shirts while I'm asleep, while I'm feeding my cat. Well, you know what I mean? So think about it, because there's no outlay in terms of money. I would love to see shirts that we can buy and support your efforts.
Thank you.
Other words. So yeah. So did you want to make any shout outs to Carolyn or anybody or the
Of
other young
course I
folks?
do. I actually have in an email here the first submission for the Voter Art Challenge. But while I get that up, I would like to have a shout out dedicated to Carolyn Kruger. She leads Kids Voting Durham. She is incredible. She supported all of us interns throughout this entire process. I've been with Kids Voting for almost 3 years now, and she has just been incredible. Really kind, understanding, and she always makes
She's
meetings
wonderful.
enjoyable.
I love nice. Her. Hats off to Carolyn.
Yes. All the interns as well. They've been fantastic doing all this work, really dedicating time to doing this. In addition to our adult allies, Krista Gibson, Rudy Petrie, they've been incredible. Those are two that I've specifically worked with, and I've really enjoyed my time with them. So the person who had the first submission for the Voter Art Challenge is Kelsey Lloyd, age 6. It's sent from Peace Point. And fun fact, this came from a Native American reservation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa. Can you show us?
I can. It's on my phone right here. So you may have trouble sometimes seeing it, but.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful. You know what? I'm not from North Carolina. I didn't know we had reservations in North Carolina.
Yes.
We have
native lands. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay. I need to learn more, obviously. I'm from Chicago originally. Well, thanks for enlightening me. I need to look that up. Nice. So how many have you gotten in, or have you kept count in terms of how many entries you've received? And hopefully you're getting more and more.
Definitely. I believe we are getting more and more. I am not actually sure of the count yet, but I know that we have this first one. Nice. I do not know if we have any more, but we did recently a kind of presentation with Impact Camp from the Volunteer Center here in Durham. And I believe some of the campers there that we presented to are going to be submitting things soon. So that will be exciting.
And hopefully somebody can edit this in such a way that this segment can be sent out.
That would be awesome.
You can cut out the first part where I'm making my announcements. I don't mind. And just go ahead and focus on yourself. And because you presented this in such a beautiful way, this should be on Instagram or something. Get more submissions.
That would be lovely. I can put that on Kids Voting Durham's Instagram and everyone can see, and hopefully we'll get some more submissions.
That'd be awesome. Oh, tell us. So Kids Voting Durham, you said social media. So tell us where you are. So you have Instagram.
We do have Instagram. I believe we also have Facebook as well. I am only really moderating the Instagram right now. So that's kind of my forte right now. I'm not sure what other social media they have besides Facebook and Instagram, possibly a Twitter. That would be exciting. We have a blog as well, if you consider that social media.
Yeah, for sure. So let me write this down. So where can I find the blog?
The blog is on Kids Voting Durham's website.
Okay, so that's kidsvotingdurham.org.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm just going to write down blog. Let me just check the blog. That's so fun. Now, just to let you know, when you have Twitter, a Twitter account, I don't know if you're aware of Periscope.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah, Periscope is owned by Twitter and is kind of incorporated. It's like Twitter's live streaming app. Like, for example, right now, we are broadcasting on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page, the Patricia A. Murray YouTube channel, and the Durham Skywriter Periscope, which also is Twitter. So when you check, so if you're live and somebody, subscribes to you on Twitter, they will get your Periscope live streams.
That's awesome. That's good to know. I will take note of that. Thank
you.
And
you can protect yourself. I know with young people, you have to be very careful on, with live streaming and being online in general. You can protect your location. That's another thing that I really love about Periscope. You can hide your location and so that people can't, seek you out or whatever. I don't want to scare anybody, but I just wanted to point that out for the parents.
Thank you.
Yeah, that you can hide your location. It's very important for kids, especially. So, Lyndon, thank you so much. Oh, one last question. So, I always ask this of young people. So, what are your future plans?
Oh, my future plans. Well, if we're going on a really personal level, I want to continue to volunteering. I want to continue to volunteer with Kids Voting Durham for a while. To hope get out the vote in November. For me, I want to apply to North Carolina School of Science and Math.
I used to work there. Yeah,
you did, really? I'm currently working with Don't Waste Durham to try and get my school DSA to switch to sustainable cafeteria ware.
Yes, and I think they're having a meeting on
the 4th
limiting weight. Yeah, in the schools. That's in the Durham Skywriter right now. Yes, I want to try to attend that meeting for sure. Hats off to Crystal.
Yes, I love her.
And then I don't want to sound insulting, but what do you want to be when you grow up? Is that phrase?
Oh man, that's a really deep question. Right now, I really want to be. This is going to sound really fancy. A neuropharmacologist.
Ooh, what's that?
It's the study of drugs and their kind of how they work in the mind and the neurological system. I really like pharmacodynamics, which is the study of drugs and their effect in the body.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. You can be in court cases. I saw some court cases where they had people talking about how the drugs what's that word they were using? What's that word? Where the contraindicated, is that the right word? Anyway, where the drugs fight each other.
Yes.
For control of the mind.
Yes.
Very dramatic stuff. Love that stuff.
I actually made a comic about that recently, about two drugs fighting each other to bind to a receptor. It was fun.
Wow. Is it on Facebook? Put it on Facebook.
No, I don't have Facebook. I can put it on Facebook, though, if I start an account.
Yeah, then I could share it on the Durham Skywriter page. I'd be happy to do that. So, Lyndon, thank you so much for being here. Bull City Hangout. And a huge shout out to Carolyn. I was hoping she could join us, but I know she's busy. She said she had some meetings today.
Yeah.
So I assume she's busy with that. So thank you again. And I do hope that the young folks participate in this art challenge. You go to the Kids Voting Durham page on Facebook. Also their website, kidsvotingdurham.org. And if you just happen to be reading the Durham Skywriter, the art challenge is listed on the Zoom Kids page and on the Legalese legal page. So thanks again, Lyndon.
Thank you for having me. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too. That was awesome. I told you Kids Voting Durham is on point. And thank you so much, Lyndon, for being a guest on Bull City Hangout. So if nobody else wants to join me, if you do, that's fine. If you don't, I will get back to work because I have so much work to do. And I'm going to make a video this week on a housekeeping trick and tip that I just learned yesterday that blew my mind. Oh, Carolyn is watching. Okay, awesome. So if Carolyn, if you'd like to drop in, that's fine. If not, I know you're busy. But I hope that some of the designs that we were talking about can be put on t-shirts so that we can buy them and support Kids Voting Durham. Just saying. So with that, I'm going to bid you adieu. I do hope you have a beautiful day, beautiful evening. We might get thunderstorms tonight, so just be aware of that. And then tomorrow, I don't know when it's going to start. Let me see if it's going to start raining in the morning or what. Let me see real quick. So tomorrow, oh, good. So you can go to the farmer's market and all that without getting wet. Yeah, I don't think it's going to start raining until much later tomorrow. Good. Hate getting stuck in rainstorms. So you have a beautiful day. And I will be on tomorrow at 10 because being on at noon doesn't make sense when all the farmers markets end at noon. I'd rather be able to tell you about it at 10. And for those who don't already know about the farmers market, a lot of people still don't know Durham has farmers markets. They go all the way to Raleigh. Anyway, have a beautiful day. I'll see you tomorrow at 10. Ciao for now.